What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's happening? What's happening? Uh, anybody ever saw that movie Office Space? I think I said that before, but that shit is funny, yo. I got that movie on one of my favorites. Hey Peter, what's happening? Uh, that shit is funny, man. What's good? What's good? Got a lot of pollen out. Oh man. What's good? What's good, y'all? What's good? The Americanos over here working. Real, like they doing the driveway. Pretty dope. Yes. Put some hot sauce on my Doritos, baby. What's good? What's good, everybody out there? What's good? Come on in the room, y'all. Come on in the room. Taking my morning stroll. I wanted to talk a little bit about just, you know, these bitches, these biatches, and niggas is talking about the same shit. I just had a Keisha walk past me, damn near the woods. I'm like, Keisha's everywhere. She looks stank. That's a big ass ant mole. It's a big ass ant hill. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Just got in here. Just got in the room. Taking my morning stroll. Just wanted to chop it up, man, before, I started a little bit later on black folks' time, black people's time frame. I mean, that's not totally true, but meaning when people say black people's time, just a cliche. Man, they fucking these woods up, man. They tearing all the woods down. What's up with that? Man, we just be fucking up nature, man. I mean, seriously. Man, anyway, we're gonna get started. Kind of lightweight. Y'all Negroes must got hangovers. I ain't gonna be on here too long, but I wanted to kind of chop it up about just as men. Hold on. Yeah, just as men, you know, it's a lot of what I be talking about. It's kind of redundant because we starting to sound more and more like Keisha's, man. Like, and for black people, and I get it because family is important. Understanding each other is important, and trying to build that family unit is important. So these are things we're talking about. But I'm gonna tell you what's happening. A lot of these in the black community, man, they are. We have we have accepted the bullshit of keep talking to Keishas. In other words, I'm gonna give you all an example of what I'm saying. I was yesterday, at the school that I partner with at my old alumni at the hair school. I was there yesterday, and we had a moment before session let out. They finished their clients. I had one client left. She was under the dryer or whatever. But it was only the students and the teacher that was on the floor. And then, I took a moment to share something that was on my heart. I said, this was on my heart. This is something I wanted to share with y'all. And I was telling them how, now mind you, it's one young guy. It got one male student. We got more male students, but it was one there yesterday. He's young. He's 19. He a cool kid. Shout out to Amar. That's my boy. But they still, he has a sister that go there too. And other age range is 26. Other girls 32 or 33, something like that. That was all there. And I said, listen, guys, this was on my heart that I wanted to share with y'all about sales, man. And I was just telling them, I said, I was in here the other day. I said, we're on the haircutting chapter. Miss Pat told me, that's the teacher name, Miss Pat. Said, Miss Pat told me that you guys were on the haircutting chapter. And most of them are not strong at haircutting. And Miss Pat that's not her strength. She's not a hair cutter. So now, mind you, that's my strength. I'm internationally known for that, in my hair days. But I still got clients that I still service or what have you. Now, they see the clients coming in there. They see the stuff that I'm doing. But when in between time, I had new people coming for haircuts this week. And color, stuff that they can't do. But the thing is, in between time, they weren't watching. They weren't looking. This is earlier this week. And I take notice of shit like that. I'm like, now, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And one of the reasons why they take so goddamn long with doing these customers. Now, granted, they're students. But part of the reason why they take so long because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. So it's like, that's why it takes so long. Now, I'm trying to teach them to be fast or efficient, be a professional student. In other words, while you in school, be the best student you can be. Learning, applying, application, putting into practice, taking initiative. That's what students do. Listening, asking questions. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I hear, and mind you, it's all Keisha's. One of the Keishas got a Brad as a boyfriend. I don't know what the hell he is, her husband. She said ain't her husband. He's just some Brad, some Timberwolf Brad. But anyway, uh, she's pregnant again by this Brad. Crazy. I'm just thinking, it's just crazy. But I'm sitting there teaching them and showing them all these techniques and shit like that, doing it right there free. But none of them come to watch me do the work. None of them come to ask questions. And I remember when I did a class, I want to say I was in Miami or was it Vegas? It was some time back. Can't remember. Well, I swear I can't remember which one and what area I was at. I used to travel so much I can't remember. But anyway, I can't remember. I want to say it was in Miami. It was an Asian community, and I went to this salon and I was teaching a class. Man, no, it was at a hair school. It was at a hair school. It was in Miami. I was teaching a class. Don't you know them students, man? They were asking me questions. They were writing notes. They were practicing. Some of them sent me videos of them getting it, the knowledge. These are Asian, all Asian. I said, what a fucking difference. The Keishas in our community, they got somebody of my level talent. They're not trying to embrace the knowledge and the experience to better themselves. It's crazy, right? It's nasty work. It's that's crazy. And but they have, I don't know, man. It's you look at shit like that and you say to yourself, how the fuck are they gonna get any better? How are they supposed to improve? Now I can't walk too far. Look like it's about to start raining on me. But let me turn around. I ain't trying to be on my live stream. My phone gets soaking. It's starting to drizzle a little bit. It's definitely an overcast, so let me get a little closer to the crib. But yeah, it's pathetic. And so when I said something, that was Thursday. I said something to them yesterday. I said, hey guys, I said something was on my mind, on my heart. And I was just like, you guys, y'all didn't come and ask no questions. Y'all got me here. I don't know how long I'm gonna really be there per se. I'm trying to get everybody acclimated and going. I said, but y'all got to take advantage of me being here. And I said, y'all not really doing that. Y'all taking it for granted. You don't watch, you don't ask questions. You're not trying to improve. Y'all got excuses. So I said, come on, man. And then some of them felt kind of bad. And I wasn't being mean, trust me. I know I was very guarded. And normally I'm not like that. I just say what the fuck. I did say what I had to say, but I did it because I do realize some people are so fucking weak in this generation, man. And they can't handle constructive criticism. Even if you're not even being direct, you kind of like, look, man, and I'm still giving them propers. I'm like, y'all work hard. Y'all a talented group, but not really. They're not that talented. Because meaning they can be, but I've seen it in other schools where people are super gifted and talented. They just raw. And they just needed some cultivation to their raw gifts. And most of the time their talent comes from just being curious and trying new things. You know what I'm saying? So that's where most of the time their gifts come from. And they don't have curiosity. They don't want to learn anything. And I think it's more of a headache to them to improve. Does that make sense? It's like they don't want to do the work. It's just to them, it's just something to do. So they felt some kind of way. And I wasn't even being brutal, y'all. I could be brutal, but I was really not. I really wasn't. And even the teacher that know me for years, since I was in high school, me and her went to school together. So she said, nah, you really wasn't hard like at all. Cause I seen you be hard. She said, you wasn't. I was really like, just cool about it. Cause I was still giving them compliments. I said, man, y'all work hard, man. Y'all do this. But they still couldn't even handle that. So I just be thinking like, and then I go online, mainly all I see is black people bullshitting. We talk about relationships so goddamn much where I just scroll through. I can't do it. My whole algorithm on my shit is different, man. My shit is on discipline, all improvement. And some of it you got to kind of cut out too, fellas. Like, you got to start applying shit in your lives, man. You got to start to apply. And I'm tired of preaching to black men. I'm just tired of it too, man. That's another thing that's old. Keep saying, well, black man, what we gonna do? I'm like, man, fuck it. Just do it, man. And when we talk, let us talk on shit that makes sense together for self-improvement. We always got pussy on our minds, yo. And that proves, like I said, I always use the thought process of here, Elon Musk, yeah, he got 13 kids. 13 or 14 kids, right? He didn't double my number, almost triple mine. But I mean, he's the richest man in the world. He can do that. And this man is talking about going to fucking Mars. Most niggas can't even. I ain't gonna lie, man. I do that. This is my personal thought that I had to myself when I see shit like that. Cam Newton and Club Shay Shay, all these nigga athlete men. All we got is pussy and drinks on our mind. That's it. Ratchet culture. And I think they're using these athletes and these rappers as the correlation of Keisha culture and ratchet culture to keep going, keep perpetuating this to keep going. But the working class motherfuckers, they don't have a real voice. You got people that's trying to somewhat do it, like an Anton Daniels and shit like that. But most of that, I think he just trying to just be this clout chasing, which is fine. That's what he doing. But I'm talking about some serious shit, man. Like next level, breaking the doors down, having our own banks, our own bank funding system to fund our ideas. We don't got shit. Let that shit just sink in, man. Just let it sink in. And I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it for myself. Even when I get the ideas, man, I'll be like, ugh, man. That's why I said we're disgusting. Now I'm talking about myself included. Now I ain't as bad. I'm just saying, but even when it comes across, I'm like, fuck, man. But I know why I get these feelings sometimes, because you don't really have a true outlet as a man to expound upon your ideas and your ideals. So part of your procreation energy, what we call being horny, is want to expand yourself. See, other men through the years could do that. Elon Musk can do it. Donald Trump can do it. Tesla, Nikola Tesla could do it. Like everybody else could do it. Now, whether they choose to get a bitch or not, that was on them. But see, for us, we don't have no other outlets other than All our mind is always on ass. That's it. Morning, back. You said AMCC? Is it brain read? Oh, I didn't know that. I gotta check that out. But it's constantly on women's relationship. Now, subconsciously, I know why, because part of, like I said in the beginning of the stream, part of it is because naturally we're supposed to be expanding ourselves through families. You know what I mean? So subconsciously, I know why. But when you say put yourself first, putting yourself first is truly building and isolating yourself to be a better version of yourself for you. And honestly, to some degree, at this, yes, it's for you, but to some degree, now this is only for a few that get it. To some degree, it's not even for you, it's for the greater society. And to be honest with you, it's for the Most High to use you. You're supposed to be a willing vessel to be used. This was kind of on my mind this week. If you're not as a man becoming a willing vessel to be used, now I do say it, but I really was thinking about this shit this week. How the fuck can you even identify a woman to her to see any value in her if you're not a willing vessel to be used for the Most High? How the fuck can you see that in a woman? How can you see it when you're not doing it? That's another mic drop. Because I'm just tired of all these, every time I see anything, it's like about a chick and what she ain't doing. Then the women now just running their miles. They don't have no relationship skills. They haven't even been in nothing long enough. They jump from nigga to nigga, ninja to ninja, cock to cock. What she know about relationships? Be honest with you. Why are we even listening to? I know it's entertainment to a degree, but it's like trash entertainment, man. Their mouths is like, it's trash entertainment. If I hear them, I just click on, I don't hear nothing. I'd be like, just shut up. They don't know nothing. Even the one, this is how you know, even the ones that y'all think, even the ones y'all think saying some real shit be capping. Because where's her relationship skills? Where's her husband? Where's her leadership? And proof of it? Where's the receipts? See, because a lot of bras too be faking. They didn't know what to say, but they're saying it from a trick standpoint. They giving a lot of dudes girlfriend experiences. Don't let these bras fool y'all, man. She giving these dudes girlfriend experiences, which is fine if the dude wants that, like that. But she ain't really under no leadership of no man. Let's keep it a buck. Because where's the work? Where's the community service that they're trying to build? She just running her goddamn mouth. Because any girl that's dealing with me on that level, she'd be saying, hey, I'm going to the sewing class. We're doing sewing today. Me and my man, we're getting ready for a fashion show. I'm going there. She'd be documenting that. You know, he got me in class. I'm going to learn how to do these pattern cuts. I'm going to do this. And that's what she'd be doing. Oh, we're getting ready for a show. This is what you do to prep for a show. She'll be videoing it. It's just she was under real leadership. I'm talking about that's just for me and what I'm doing. It could be anybody, accountant or law firm, whatever the fuck that they're building. But her on there saying, see, reason why y'all can't keep no man, because I'm like, man, shut up. I'm tired of them too. You the ones that sound good. I'm tired of them. The one person I do Crimson Cure, Kendra, She at least married. You know what I mean? So she could put her money where her mouth is. But the rest of them bras, man, they just running their fucking mouths, man. They got y'all dudes fooled. And I'm tired of just even feeling like I'm thinking with my lower nature, man. I'm tired of even that fucking feeling, yo. Like even in myself, I just get, like I said, I'm pretty disciplined at this point, but even when the moments pop up, that's how I know I'm definitely changing. Cause I get disgusted with myself, yo. I'm like, ugh, yo, like, nigga, what you supposed to be doing? Like, what the fuck? And some people say, well, you're human, Scott, so I'm like, no, I'm tired of that shit too. Yeah, I know we human. God damn, what the fuck does that mean? You're supposed to have discipline. If you don't have discipline of yourself, you're not gonna have discipline in no other areas in your life. I ain't saying becoming this monk man. I don't even believe it to that extreme. There's some great practices in it, without a doubt. But I'm saying you have to start to discover yourself, man. You gotta isolate yourself to find your purpose. You gotta do these things, man. And it's really not your purpose. Really, is outside of yourself. That's what these men ain't telling y'all. Your true purpose is outside of yourself. And that's why most men, what we say, how do you find your purpose? Because you're still thinking like a Keisha, like your mama. Selfish. Most of the time, your purpose is going to come outside of yourself to serve the greater society. Shout out to Scant in the building. See, and like I said, I go back to Elon Musk. Yeah, people can hate him and be mad at him and all this dumb shit. But this man is in the process of at least trying to figure out how to live on fucking Mars, man. We can't even think about getting a fucking apartment and building a basic unit. This man's talking about habitation on fucking Mars and putting the money up to do it. That's nasty work, man. Well, let that sink into y'all skulls for a minute. That's what makes me disgusted. Y'all following what I'm saying, man? Man, it's starting to rain now. Shit. I think I'm gonna go back. Phone getting wet and shit. Y'all feel what I'm saying, man? They got the cameras right here. So that kind of inspires me to get my fucking mind off some different shit, man. These people talking about living on a goddamn another planet. I mean, that shit fucks with my head. Now, whether or not they accomplish it, I don't know. But I'm saying the thought of that shit, he's moved beyond a Louis Vuitton bag. He's moved beyond, man, he probably was never into that shit. He's moved beyond a car, a Rolls Royce. We still on that type shit. And I'm not saying everybody got to be on trying to move to Mars. That's not what I'm saying. Don't start thinking like, okay, I'm just saying it's on greater shit, higher shit than ourselves to serve humanity. Whether y'all like them or not, he made a car, electric car to save on gas, fuel, now possibly habitat somewhere else. It's just crazy. But all we talking about is get your bag up to get a new car. I'm like, yo, we kind of on some. We talk about Keisha still in slave plant. We still on plantation mode to a degree. Even as black men, we kind of are. It's not totally our fault, but I'm just saying, it's just when you put everything in perspective, we can't get our own fucking way. Because we got all these dudes with platforms. We don't talk about shit of substance amongst other men. Now, some will say talking about relationships and doing stuff like that is substance. I agree to some point. Because after a while, it's like shit, man. I mean, what we doing among men? God damn. I want to hear other men talk about shit that makes sense. Rolls Royce on Mars. It's a Rolls Royce. Right. You see what I'm saying? This man, we talking about cars where he make cars. He's supplying millions of jobs for people. You know what I mean? I think about shit like that. Potentially changing the way we even drive. It's like, this is crazy, man. But we thinking about the local Keisha. That shit blows my mind. Even when I talk about it, I'm like, yo, that's some low ball shit, man. That's some low grade thought process. God damn. That when you start thinking like that, man, it reminds you. And here's the thing: as melanated men, we gotta think like that. See, that's why I'm kind of tough on us, because all the shit we've already done. And after you bust it, like I said, man, just keep reminding you, after you bust a couple nuts on some whack bitch, that shit it's almost it's demoralizing. Because if you're not getting anything in return, you're trying to stroke her all. It's just, man, that's like, that shit crazy. It's like, what am I doing? It's a prostitute. That's why all the videos I keep telling y'all, you see bitches get fucked from the back. Because that's the least, it's more animalistic. That's the least intimate position. Because all you think about is her ass, and she knows that. That's why she want to turn around. She don't even want to look at your ugly ass, your whack ass. So just do your thing while she's looking in the camera. Deep shit, right? Yep. Keep your childlike imagination. That's true. Yeah, Elon's an interesting guy, man. I've always liked him, to be honest with you. I can tell you, I always liked him. I personally always liked the way he talks, and seeing his documentary and his dedication. That shit inspires me, man. It does. It does. And see, he could get further because he's a white male, and they support their community. Remember, I did a video last week when I said they protect their own. They protect their own ideas, their people's ideas, even if they don't even like him. But if he's somebody that can move culture forward, they protect those people. I'm telling y'all, they protect their cultural people, man. I've met people like that on a small scale. They either Asian, Jewish, or white, right? And I've been in their homes, a nice lavish place. They be kind of young. I remember growing up, I'm like, yo, how you get this? Oh, my family, they got me up here. They want me to work. They got me here. I'm like, God damn, nigga got a penthouse in New York City. He fucking 23 years old. How the fuck that happened? And I'm getting paper back then, but not like that. But they support him. And he just blowing through shit, bitches and cars, because they want him to be his best. They understand how that changes his circle. And they protect their own. I've seen it. I've seen it with Asians. They do the same fucking thing, man. We don't protect our own at all. Too many ninjas. Yeah, too many ninjas out, man. Shout out to my man KJ in the building, Joe Public. my man Nameless, he ain't on here today, but that's the shit he talks about too, man. Shout out to that brother. But you know, and I'm saying this to say to all of us, I'm saying this to say this to myself, guys. Like I said, I don't isolate myself from you guys either. I'm saying when I had those moments, and we all had, when you want a Keisha or you want some ass from a low bitch, just think about the consequences of your wasted energy, man. It's like we gotta flip that energy into to build with ourselves, man. We gotta start creating at a higher level, man. Like I said, this man talking about building civilization on fucking Mars, man. And we think about buying the latest G-Wagon. I'm like, what? God damn. We don't even make the G-Wagon. That's even worse. It's like, yo, we just fucked up, man. We just there's a lot of your YouTubers. Jason Black is one of them. He brags about having this and what he did, and then I'm like, nigga, I did the same shit. But I was never like a simp with it. He was tricking. And he still be talking about, see the woman, if she come from a dude getting a G-Wagon, who gives a fuck? Was she what? That's embarrassing. I'm gonna tell y'all, man, when I was a younger guy though, I was kind of embarrassed in talking about the bitches that I was fucking with. I don't know why. Even back then, I didn't think that was a bragging thing. I didn't know why I felt like that, but I'm like, niggas, like, man, you fuck with her? I'm like, nah, man, her cool. They're like, man, nah, you did. They be want, niggas want to know. You fucked her, man? I'm like, yeah, it wasn't. To me, it wasn't even like I was really trying to hide it, but it wasn't a big deal to me. Like, man, had our moments, but there ain't nothing to it with niggas. And I saw dudes come after me, risking it all for this broad. I'm like, God damn. That's when I learned, man, dudes don't have we just go crazy when it comes to chicks, man. Like, as black men, that's all, and I say it's because we deprived from family. We're deprived from that love. And like I said, I do understand it. But the love now had to come within, like Christ said. The kingdom of heaven lies within, and we got to start searching it. We got to start getting back to that. So, like I said, I'm talking to myself included. It's a fight every day, man. Like the thumbnail, it's war, man. It's like, but it's internal war. You got to fight, fellas. You got to keep fighting. To not go and watch that porn. To not pull your dick out and beat it, and not just compromising for some 304, just for some quick pussy. It's not worth it, yo. But now, the flip side, if it get down to that, I would rather you pull your lotion out than to go fuck some bitch that ain't shit. Because some dudes will disagree with that. Well, they'll brag. I'm like, but dog, that's wasted. You just like Thinking Man Templar said, you just basically masturbation with her body. You using her body to masturbate. Some people say that's better. I don't say it's even better because even in that situation, especially nowadays, back in the day, maybe. But nowadays, man, how many dudes we seen get hemmed up trying to get some pussy? Set up. How many countless videos we seen? So I'm saying it's more of a risk. Now, that's up to you. Whether you take it, you want to risk your life for some pussy, a quick nut, knock yourself out. But I don't see the point. And I'm saying this from a builder standpoint. If you're trying to build, you got to weigh that. You got to weigh it. You got to weigh that shit out. Is it even worth that shit, man? That supreme being, man, because it's already in us. See, like Elon and them, I'm going to tell y'all some deep shit. Elon and them are doing it through the physical, which I don't have no problem with it. But the melanated man he already is Mars. He's already on Mars. Y'all ain't hear that part. That's next level shit right there. So he's already that. He's everything he's striving to get. Y'all ain't hearing me. He's trying to be there. We already are it. We already there. We already are. Next time y'all do, she said the cooch don't even be tight on. Yeah, man, it's despicable, man. And it makes me sick because it's like if you would have brought, especially, I'm gonna tell y'all, especially from this standpoint, when you're trying to bang her back out, it's kind of like, man, ain't nobody doing that. She's supposed to be. This is why in this new energy, man, y'all, any chick you do fuck with, she's supposed to be trying to please you in that state. You ain't trying to bang her back out. That's crazy to me. She has to earn that, and that's down the road, to be honest with you. That comes from inspiration. If you're sitting there looking at her and she doing something for you, and you just like, damn, and that come over you, then if she showed that, then you do it down the road. But off the break, you trying to, nah, man, that's like, that's nasty work. That's terrible. Hey, I've been there. I'm telling y'all, but I remember the feeling afterwards. I'm like, ugh. You trying to impress this 304 for what? Anybody know what I'm saying in the chat? Yeah. Let's take a walk. Yeah. So, what's your thoughts on that? I ain't want to be on here too long. Let me open up the phone. Let's try this again. We had problems last week. I'll open up the call lines for y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all, man. I have females that's calling me right now, that's thanking me for being their mentor and helping them with their business, and and I'm like, that's what it's about, man. It's like this morning they call me every Sunday morning. That's another reason, man. I'm like, shit, man. Some of these females be trying to get it, man. It's like, and they be flying me out to do this, do this. Y'all seen it? I sent y'all the videos. I got the receipts. Shit, I ain't paid for none of that shit. I pay for my food, here and there, but shit. They put me up in a room and make sure I'm good. And I'm like, shit, man, brothers gonna have to do better, man. We're gonna have to do fucking better. I know. I was, yo. Joe Pub, you're right. I was. And I changed my mind. I was. And it was strictly for business. But then I'm like, man, I don't want to be around that energy full time. Fuck that. Oh, here we go. Got my man KJ back. KJ.
Yo, what up?
Oh, it worked today, man. What's up with that? What was it must have been meant for you to talk to me last time.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be too much fire, man.
Yeah. My man KJ in the building. What's up, bro?
Man, hey, I
Talk
feel
to
what you're
me, man.
saying.
Talk to me.
I feel what you're
Huh?
saying, bro. I said I feel what you're saying. You
Yeah.
know, regarding things that we should be thinking about to make us greater, other than the normal earthly things. You
Right.
know, but at the same time, man, that's only reserved for a select few.
I
You know,
agree.
I think people that listen to this channel are ultimately in that few, because they wouldn't be here listening if they weren't.
I
So,
agree.
so yeah, and it's good. It's good. A subject matter for us, you know,
Yeah. I
for the
agree
country.
because I
Yeah.
was talking to my boy, my other sub, Timothy Davidson, and I was telling him the same thing. I'm like, man, mainly people that listen to me, and he even said it's like for select few. And I said, and I do realize that. I do kind of realize that because, like I said, I know so many people personally, good brothers, man, but they just can't. They have no discipline, man. And it's like the same shit. Like their lives to me are like social media. When I run into them, it's the same shit. They got this chick. They're trying to figure. It's like, damn, yo, like that's it. Or it's always some little quick hustle thing they doing. Yeah, I'm doing. It's like it's never nothing solid. Like it's just the same shit. It's like, damn, man, that shit make me sad. I'm like, fuck. So, but you're right though. You go just speaking to your point. That's kind of like where it is.
Yeah, it's funny. I had a friend criticize me, and I would say it's healthy criticism. It was banter. Excuse the dog in the back, man.
Yeah, they going off back on that beat.
Hold on.
Where you go?
Oh, 1 second.
Oh,
There we go.
oh
I
yeah,
just
yeah,
had to
yeah.
get to another quieter spot, man, because got some
No, it's
puppies
all
in,
good.
and they gonna be chirping.
So what you about to
Uh,
say now? You saying something about a friend of yours or
yeah, I had a
somebody?
friend criticize me, man. I mean, it was more talking about the election. I told them that I voted for Trump or whatever. Uh, this was like when he first got inaugurated, right?
Right,
So he ain't even been in office 10 days yet. and,
right.
and and it was two brothers in the group chat. But yeah, long story short, man, they we're just maybe talking about sticking with one thing. I'm like, dude, like you've been working for the same job for like 20 years, which is okay, but you can get fired at any time.
You're right.
Like you can't hire your kids there,
Nope.
you know, or if they do get hired, I mean, it's not your name, nothing's promised there, even if, because I was just complaining, they were asking me why, I voted that way, and I was just like, bro, it's because of the economy. One, like that's the main
Right.
thing. I feel like I think you'll get the economy back to a better position
He
in the
will.
long
I
run,
believe it. In the long run, I believe that.
and uh, and it wasn't really any change in their mind about it. But I'm like, dude, I made a good amount of money last year, and I even struggled, like, and as a single person, so especially in, being in the tri-state area. So, and I just realized who I was talking to, and we've been cool since Mihai, you know what I mean? So we've been cool for decades, but you know, and it just made me think, bro. Like, how do some people you always going to be in your life for the most part. If nothing like major, happens, but those relationships kind of start to deteriorate over time. You
They
know,
do.
just because of where you like to, you trying to take it somewhere totally different. You know, so I mean, you can go back. home as many times as you like, but when I go back to visit my home state, everybody's in the same spot, bro. For the
Yeah,
most part, same
and
spot, doing the same thing, and that might work for them. I'm not. Hey, if that works for you, that
exactly.
just doesn't work for me, and our paths are not the same. So where I might see, okay, I want to go do this, this, and this. I don't feel like I was put here to necessarily just do one thing,
No,
especially financially, for a living. So yeah, so it's another thing I want to touch on
yeah,
as
go ahead.
far as the Elon thing. Well, it's not pertaining to Elon, but I'll get there. But there was a scan that came out. I don't know if anybody saw it. Maybe like sometime in the end of March. Uh, it was a scan they did from outer space, and it went over the pyramids of Giza, and they scanned the pyramid, and they found that under the pyramids, it's another structure. It's about 2 to 3 miles deep,
What?
and yeah, yeah,
I ain't hear nothing about that.
it goes about 2 to 3 miles deep, and it looked like coils. It looked like a big box with coils on top, like the way it's built. In that box, they saying you can put about 64,000 people in that box, and
Wow.
uh, and so with that being said, you said the black man is here, mentally on Mars, you know, some to that extent, and that got me thinking. Well, I've been thinking this, but you just hit on it. If with that scan being accurate, some people try to come out and dispel it or whatever, but it's out there now. So with that scan showing that, that means that the Emerald Tablet of Thoth is actually real. So Thoth was the a priest king that came from Atlantis. He set up here on Earth.
All right.
His teachings and all that. So if you read the Inward Tablet of Thoth, everything he talked about the halls of Amenti, and if those are the halls of Amenti that he was talking about, that's 2 miles underground, then that means everything that he was basically his teachings and what the Egyptians were trying to do is real. I'm talking about as far as our thought process, what you think is what you become, being able to manifest, being able to have all these external powers, or internal that can, project out
Yep.
externally. So man, that really, so I went back after that, man. I went back and I started listening to the Immortality of Thought. It's a book, but I like listening to the audio book. And man, it's really
Mm.
powerful, man, as far as like the thoughts and
And
the
what's the name?
process.
And what's the name of that book?
Emerald Tablets of Thought.
I thought
The Emerald,
THOT, right?
THOTH.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. So man, that goes into because Thoth is not. I don't even think he's dead per se because he even. I don't know if you guys seen the X-Men.
That's
Uh,
who it is. Okay, you already know the apocalypse. That's what it is. That's
yeah,
who
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So when at the very beginning of the movie,
Yep.
when he transferred that consciousness to another body, that's Thoth. Because Thoth doesn't die. His consciousness just transfers through time.
That's some cold game. I'm glad you picked that up. That's one of my favorite movies. And who the first woman he went to? It was the black woman. And
Yeah,
remember that scene when he was trying to tell her? I might even post that shit. Like when he was like, "Look, like she was all like, well, you can't go and just do this and that." He was like looking at her like, "Bitch, shut up! Like you chained to all this bullshit of society." Like it was just the black woman. She was trying to tell him what he can't do. She talking to a god. It's
right.
like what?
Yeah. And what I really liked about the movie, man, a scene, I think it might have been in the first, like when he was coming after his body got transferred or whatever, or his mind. Uh, he saw everything that was going on television, you
Right.
know, with all the nuclear weapons and, the politics and all this stuff. And he
Yeah.
said, he got mad. He said, man, the weak men have taken over.
Yeah.
Like,
He did. Remember that?
yeah, man. So, yeah, that just made me think of, it's kind of been on the same. It's funny when I catch, the shows, man, like we on the same kind of like path, thought process. How
Nah,
they go.
that's some real shit, man. Like, yeah, I can remember he changed her. And even some of the guys, he said, you don't know your powers, man. Like, you can do more. Like, you limited. Like, and it's just a real dope ass movie, man. The concept, it's just like, but like you're saying, that's who it was. And I think the black woman herself, like that video. Oh, I didn't send you that video. The video with um, uh, Doja Cat and Weekend. It was very esoteric, man. I don't know if you saw that. You Right. It's called You Right. And but he represented the age of Aquarius. You go watch that video. I was gonna post it on my channel just to see y'all comments because it's really deep, man. They be speaking to you in this shit, man. Like on some, they know. That's what I said. The top 2% know either the good and bad. The 1% are good that's using it for the greater good. The other 1% know they can do it, but they use it for the greater evil, like to do what they do. It's only top 2% of people and that understands this kind of shit, man. And I think that's a true fact. I think that's a fact. It's only 2% that knows at the highest level, know both sides, because you got to know both sides. So the movie Doctor Strange talked about that too. Like you got to know both sides, because you can go into the dark shadow realm for good too. It's kind of wild. So
Yeah, because sorry to cut you off.
no, go ahead. What you about to say?
Yeah, in the what do you call was it Doctor Strange, the first one, when he first got those powers, when he went over there to, and then the lady who was running it, the monk who was running it, she had the yellow on. He found out that she was pulling from her dark power,
Right,
but she was using it for good.
right.
So that just made me think about what you said. So yeah, you got to know both sides, man.
It's
really
the top 2%, and 1% knows for the purpose for the greater good. The other 1% use it because they can control society from what they know.
Right.
Use it for you. So I really think it's just 2% of people that really understands this shit.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
So that got me, that prompted me, man, to work more on my higher self as far as the information, not just taking the information, but applying it, and being able to push myself, and not really put any limitations on myself. Because we get put a lot of limitations get put on us. This is a black man in general,
Yeah, we do, man.
As men, but as black men, bro, like we just.
This is why. But real quick, shout out to JF, man, for the Cash App, man. Appreciate the support, bro. Shout out to that brother. But I want to say this, man. This is why I do these on Sunday when I can, because I know how hard it is on us, bro. Like, and I don't want to come with no gadgets and gadgets. I just come with this everyday grind, and cause I know how tough it is for us, man, trying to get shit done, and you don't have top grade support. You know what I mean? I know how fucking tough that is, man. So outside of me doing this for even my own therapy, I do it for y'all too that's going through it, and it's not easy, man. This shit ain't easy. It ain't. To keep your mind, you don't have the proper support. We don't have family. We don't have infrastructure. We don't have none of that shit. And you got to figure all this shit out on your own. It's like, man, look, you need brothers that's doing it at a high level, and just keep encouraging us to do it. Otherwise, we be talking about Keisha every day. Like, that shit drives me nuts. I'm like, God damn, how many videos we gonna make about this shit? I'm like, I get it, but it's like after a while, she is what she is. And like I said earlier, I don't know if you heard me earlier, I was saying, I'm really at the point now, I don't like hearing nothing a woman has to say, especially if she ain't been through nothing. Like, these women jump from man to man, like they don't even have no real knowledge of nothing. So they just repeating shit they heard. Like they They don't stay long enough to go through nothing. They don't know nothing. So that's like the basics. Like they don't even have no real stories. Yeah, I was with this one guy, he cheated on me. Like, then that's it. Yeah, I went on the next day. He did the same thing. Man, ain't shit. It's like that sums up everything. Like, did you help him do anything? Did you have a project with him? Where's the receipts? Did y'all do this? Did you learn it? It's like nothing. It's like, what are we talking about? So everybody just become the same. Then you got men entertaining this shit. It's like that shit is just whack, man. I'm just tired of hearing it. So I try to create a space for guys like yourself and other guys that listen to me that's trying to get things done and are getting things done, you know? But we need a safe space where we can just talk that shit out, man. It's like, fuck.
Yeah. One thing I realized, man, that no matter what job I had, especially in higher education, people like to tell me that they're watching me. You know, like
You said that
they
they're
people like,
watching you?
yeah, like they're watching me. I'm like, dude, what the hell are you watching me for? I'm just a normal dude here doing my fucking work. Like, what are you watching for me to slip? You watching for me to make a mistake? Like,
Right.
and then I go to get in grad school or whatever, and I had a chick told me that people are in there watching me too. I'm like, dude, what the hell everybody watching me for?
Oh,
Like,
you said they actually told you that?
yeah, like I done heard this from a few people to every stop I went these last 10 years, man. When you get around, like my jobs, working at I work at two universities, and I always get that, man. Somebody else pull me aside and say people are watching me. I'm like, dude, like what the hell am I so special about me that you just watching me? So, and then I even heard that, like I said, I heard that in grad school. Like, yeah, people are watching me. I'm like, dude, watching me why? Like, why am I the topic of your conversation? And then, and it's like when I talk, or I could say me, right? Because they were talking, it's about me. But I can say any other black man is going to be in those, spaces because it's so rare. And I have to, come to terms with this much later down the road because it's so rare. People are going to hang on your every word because they're like, dang, like, what does he know to get him here? Like, he
Yeah,
has
that's true.
every obstacle to get there. So let me watch this kid. Let me watch
That's
this guy and see. And then in that watching, you know, I can say this for myself, they're gonna try to pick apart every little thing. It's so yeah, man. I had to, you know, it's just for guys, man. When you're moving up in those higher spaces, so you don't really, and then people can't really put you in a box. Some people they can, but some people they can't. As far as pertaining to black men, because of course you got the dudes that are, you know, corporate minded. Then you got the guys who really just there don't. I ain't gonna say just there, but got there really don't give a fuck. So, and when I say don't give a fuck, I mean you just move on your own free will. You don't really do the society norms. So, so yeah, man, that's something I noticed. Did I lose you? Yo,
Can you hear me?
hey, I can hear you now.
Oh, I don't know what happened, yo. That's crap. I'm sitting there yelling. I'm like, what the hell? He ain't on mute. I'm like, how you didn't hear me? I think what happened was my phone kind of locked up and the screen wasn't there, but I ain't know it put me on mute. That's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I was listening to everything you're saying. That's crazy, man. Like, but that's what I'm saying. You definitely got the experience and understanding that people are watching, man. And like you said, that you moved up in the ranks. They try to understand how he do that because we know he got every fucking obstacle thrown at him, and that's by design, So any brother that becomes something, man, I got a great high respect for brothers like that, man. That you're able to pull yourself and do some amazing shit. I have a great deal of respect for brothers like that. I don't give a fuck what they do. Like, so, everybody. So if I'm saying that, the greater society definitely says that. But I'm gonna tell you this. This is why I tell brothers, man, you got to be very careful when you're dealing with. I hate to say it, man, but some brothers disagree. But when you're dealing with a lot of the Keishas, man, a lot of black women, man, because and I'm saying this on a deeper level, man, that she has the mind of the white male. And I said this for a long time. I said it years ago before anybody else was saying it. I know that for a fact. I was saying that about 11 years ago. Yep, about 12 years ago I said that. And I remember telling my dad that, and he was like, "What you mean?" I said, and I didn't understand why I said it, but it was a feeling I was getting. But you got to understand, she has adopted success, like in her mind, like the white male power structure. So she thinks because she slept with a lot of white men or been around them, she don't necessarily sleep with them, but been around that vibe, she thinks she's that. So you're less than because she has to show her allegiance subconsciously to the white power structure. So dealing with a black man, especially if you're productive, see, that's the key. If you're productive, she can't really fuck with you on a serious level. She can't. And I warn men that. I said, I know that shit sounds crazy, but if you're a productive black male and you really that dude, you ain't no entertainer, you're gonna have issues. Now you can get some pussy here and there, but I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about really chick there supporting you like through and through. Like shit, you that dude. Like that takes a lot, man. And she has to because if you're like that, if you're moving like that, you're going against the greater society. Because that's what made me when you just talking about what you were saying, you brought up a good point. That's because you went against all the obstacles and you made it. So your philosophy and whatever how you move, it was on your terms. It's how you move. So she has to acquiesce to you. But she's not wired to do that because she got her degree. If she got all these things in place that she went through the system to get, that was given to her for the most part. She gonna look at you like, nah, nigga, you got to be on my page. You
Hey,
got to be doing.
it's funny that you say that because I can think of a person, that was in, my grad class. Well, she wasn't in my class per se, but I got to spend time with her or around her and see how she moved. She was a year ahead of me, and man, this black woman, bro, was fine. Like she was gorgeous, brown skin, all long dark hair, it's her own shit. You know, a corporate woman, right? She didn't say too much, but she was high. She's high on the ladder, and she still is. She's very high up on the ladder. One of the big corporations is well known, right?
Right.
And she had 2 kids. She was married for 20 years, and they had just got divorced. I don't know why, exactly.
Hmm.
But we do a week in residency in a hotel, and her room happened to be across from mine. And as I'm walking into, we got a whole floor. So as I'm walking up into this, my floor to my room, I see some dude, a black dude, upper 40s, because I think she in her 40s, upper 40s, look like a typical, I would say Pookie, I guess, or
Right.
quote unquote, you know. He moved like one anyway. And just as far as appearance. And he was waiting outside her room.
What?
Like, wait, yeah, like, so I see, like, damn, you got out of the divorce to fuck with this nigga? Like, and what you're saying is, like, she probably can't get on the terms of a productive person. Or maybe she don't want to after 20 years, because I'm not sure what her husband does or did, or ex-husband, but that's what she chose afterwards, you know? I'm like, damn, this is who you running around with? like,
Yeah, but that's how it
like,
goes.
and I think it's that power dynamic,
It is. And I'm telling men,
yeah.
I tell men this not to like, it ain't even really, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not even really sex, man. A lot of dudes think it's just sex. Because, oh, yeah, you got good dick. I said, nah, it don't. They'll tell you that. And because even bitches that say that, they still be fucking other dudes. So it's like, niggas need to stop listening to what these bras be saying, yo. Like, they be like, oh, his dick is good. His dick is big. His dick's big. But then I'm like, I would ask women that, especially sitting in my chair. That was like a therapy. I'm like, so I said, if he was all that, I said, why are you messing with him? I don't know. I just like the other guy. His dick is real little, but I like him. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, but it's energy and it's the attention, man. Like, they don't see, and even when what we call the dick is good, that's a nigga that's really a maximized bed buck on the plantation mind, because he's coming in supremely to please her, supremely. Like, that's his thing. Like, so if you're not on that mindset, you're not gonna be that dude that she gonna say it was just great dick. She's not. Now, you may have occasions where shit, but for the most part, you can't. If you're a builder, you can't really compete with that. Meaning, in this sense, it's all about pleasing her, and it's like, nah, fuck that. See, I'm that, nah, fuck that nigga. I'm like, well, if I'm in the mood, I'm not gonna sit here and be trying to know. So, like I said earlier, be some dude that's trying to blow her back out. You think about how insane that is. It's like, when you really think about it, because I was that dude, but I'm saying, but that shit is weird, man. It's like, she gives me nothing. I'm out here giving, no, fuck that. She has to earn all those things. And that comes through, like I said earlier, through inspiration. So these broads don't want to inspire you. They don't want to serve you. The Pookie nigga is going to come with dick in hand. He's wired that way. He's the plantation dude. This is why I like to think of Man Tim, because he said the same thing. They be like, man, all these dudes be looking, like he said, all these people be saying all these women look for high value dudes and all this. But I've been saying that shit for years. I said that's bullshit, because they be fucking these low value niggas. I see it all the time. Like, so that's cap. That's not true. They're not even, no, they're not that. They prefer the Pookie. They can't even deal with a high value productive dude. That's bullshit. Like I said, they get fucked by him, yeah. But if you ever ask them, every chick say, "Oh, I know this millionaire. I know." I'm like, "But where's your relationship status? What was it?" Oh, I ain't, basically just fucked her. So it ain't like, yeah, nothing came out of it. You know what I mean? So it's all bullshit, man. So I want y'all as men to understand that. Like, don't get caught up in that shit trying to. These bras, man, they, especially black women, man, I hate to say it, they get caught up in that shit, man. Like, it's a power dynamic, like you just said, because she can control the Pookie, but with that control, he's want to please her. That's part of the control. He's coming
But
to satisfy her.
yeah, I agree, man. I think that's more becoming an American woman thing nowadays.
Oh no, it's
Because
definitely is. But
yeah,
it's led. But here's the thing: it's led by the black women, though. I'm not.
yeah,
I'm not. It's because she made it popular, which what I always
right.
go back to say: the melanated person, especially the American black people, we okay. Going to your example, what you just said, that is true. But it's the same truth when it comes to the American black Pookie. Because I've seen videos now. Who's all over the damn globe trying to act like the American black Pookies,
Yeah,
black male Pookies.
yeah,
So you're right. I'm saying I agree with that. It is starting to become a global thing, because no matter what, and I told BGS that on this channel, I said we still influence the world, whether it's degeneracy or pioneership, which we used to do back in the Kemetic days. We the engineer. We did all of the great shit. That's where the Jewish people came from. It took all our ideas and concepts and how we do things. They took it and sold it to the world. So it's like, yeah, we still influence the world no matter what, degenerate or non-degenerate. So I agree. So it is starting to become the norm. Black women, white women doing it. Uh, I see. I don't really see some Asian women doing it, but it ain't too heavy yet. But it's getting there. Um, Latino women definitely doing it for sure. Now I see too many of them doing it. So African women definitely doing it. It's like shit, man. It's really nowhere to run.
yeah. It's like the more you got something going on, you can't put time in there. But I think this kind of been something that's been happening, forever. Like you ain't got enough time for me, you know, because that's basically, and that's something that I'm kind of dealing with now, because anybody that I deal with is gonna have to recognize. hey, I don't have time for a lot of stuff. Like, you're not my top priority. And they're gonna try to find somebody that's gonna make them a top priority, that's gonna kiss and, bow to their wishes and needs. I ain't got time for that. And that's kind of why there's a big reason I got out of my last relationship. Uh, like, dude, like, you want me to be there, you want me to go to sleep, but I can't sleep right now. Like, I'm trying to figure shit out. Like, how can we gonna get out of this situation that we can financially have a
Yeah.
better future for ourselves? Like, I don't want to go to sleep right now. Like, I don't want to go here after this party with you. Like, I'm not doing that. So you probably need to go fuck with somebody else because that's just
Yeah.
not gonna be me.
Not gonna
You
be
know?
me. And that's good. I'm glad you like that because I told my baby mother the same thing. She just wanted to fuck and lay on there. I'm like, listen, man, I got shit to do. And I used to hate feeling like that. And I'm like, look, I'm like, you need to find a dude that can just be available to do that for you, like on a regular. I used to straight up tell her that shit, man. Like, I'm cold like that. I'm like, just go ahead. I mean, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, just don't bring that shit around my son. But, that's one thing. But I'm just saying, in a relationship with her, I'm like, I got shit. I'm trying to accomplish a lot, man. And go back to what I said, is she the is woman? I ask, do she inspire you or serve you? So that's the bottom line, because I always think about the Chris Brown theory. Man, that nigga got groupies. Like, he just show up, do his thing. He got chicks that he just pick from. Like, I'm saying, but we gotta be the one that have to do this and do, like, man, he don't have to do shit. He's like, he just do what he do. And women, I'm just saying that mindset mentality. I ain't talking about being a simp like him, but I'm just saying you got to do. In other words, stay on your purpose, man. It's like she gonna have to identify you as that dude, like, and you got to be on your James Bond type shit. Like, all right, well, I fuck with you for now, man. If not, okay, I'm gonna keep it moving. You should never have to stop, man. Like, for that sense. And if you do, it's because she earned you to stop. Okay. In other words, like, not stop what you're doing completely. I'm talking about, like, to give her that attention. Like, hey, what's going on? Like, what, you good? Well, then you have to look and say, you know what? Let me go and take her out. Let's go out for the weekend. Hey, pack your bag. Because she earned it. So I'm saying, other than that, no, you got to keep moving. You ain't get no virgins. That's another thing. That's another thing. I keep trying to remind dudes, like, really think about it. You getting a chick that's been ran through. I mean, ask yourself that. Even if it's only been a couple, two, three, it still ain't no fresh. So it's like, hey, no, 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 no. It ain't even fresh. So I'm not even going there. I'm coming behind other dudes. It's like, just think about that shit for a second. That shit crazy. So nah, you got to move like you that dude, because you are that dude. You KJ, you getting shit done. It's like, all right, you want to be in my space? This is what I do in my space. You got to adapt to that. If not, it is what it is, and I keep it moving. You got to have that mentality, yo. And the right woman will try to fit in your world. She's gonna make herself available to fit in your world. And I'm telling myself that, because that's how I only move.
Yeah. So man, that's been my whole thing these last couple years.
Right.
Especially since I got this, become an entrepreneur or a business owner. So I spent my whole 20s and teens running around with chicks, man.
And that
So
shit,
if she
when
ain't
you
on her
really,
program, bro, like that takes a lot. I feel like I didn't have all my fun in this time for a little while. I'm behind the 8 ball. Or not even behind, I'm just right on time.
you right on time. You're not behind. You're not
Yeah.
behind, man. But I know what you mean, because I reflect back in my 22. Said I had a good time and all that, but then I started thinking, like, damn, man, if I would have known certain shit though, I probably would have been a lot better off. Like, really straight up. Like, I know I would have took certain things seriously. I would have been, because I had the mindset, but nobody was really, like, these OGs wasn't talking like how I'm talking. So that's why I talk to y'all like that. I'm like, shit, them niggas are just proud that I was making money and had bitches and cars and homes and all. They was like, man, you the man. I'm like, damn. I'm like, but they didn't give me no game.
Yeah, but you had reached the peak of that. So like they looking like,
Yeah.
where can you go from here? You didn't you live in the life that most people wanted to live. So you have to figure out, man, it's more out there.
Yep. And that's true. That's why I want y'all to do the best y'all can, man. Keep going, man. And I had an argument with this dude at the gym the other day, right? Not an argument, but it was some new guy. It was a brother. And he seemed like he cool, but dudes always try to prove shit to me. It'd be the weirdest thing, man. It'd be strangest. So he wanted to be like he the man, and I'm out there balling. I was already tired. He was like, man, he 42. He looked like he like straight out of the pen, because he kind of built, but he's shorter. But I mean, he quick as shit. I give him that. But he's 42 years old. But he was like, man, he said, I bet I'm older than you. How old are you? He was arguing. How old are you? I said, man, I'm 48. He was like, oh, he got quiet. He's like, damn, you 48? Because I still be kind of hooping, but I'm like, nigga, I'm almost half 100. So it's like, but all that to say is that that's because I keep my mind up. I'm not out here wasting my energy on broads. And that shit reflects because my skin is nice. And I be telling y'all that shit, man. It really do help, man. And my joints are okay. I still got that bad ankle injury years ago. Like I said, I can't dunk no more and shit like that. But it's like, but other than that, man, I keep myself up. But dudes be like, damn, yo, you still look young and you still can move and I still work out and stuff. So it's like, I want you guys to be the same, man. And I'm gonna tell you, women drain you, man, because when I was in my 30s with my baby mother, my third one, that's when I had the beer gut. I had a big ass gut, yo. I was like, yo, and people knew me. They was like, yo, you never look like that. I was always an athletic dude. But I'm like, yo, but I look back, I was younger with a worse body. And I was with a chick. I was like, yo, that's crazy. So I'm just saying, man, we got to be mindful of that kind of shit. Who you around, who you giving yourself to, and all this. And I was going through hell with that broad.
Yeah. Hey, I just hired a kid, man. He's 14. I work hired for the weekend, part time.
Yeah.
With dogs or whatever. He's going to the 10th grade, man, and he actually got a pretty good head on his shoulder, man. He got just the things he talk about, and
yeah,
just seeing him being focused or trying to get to a focused space, and he kind of took that up on himself. And I asked him, I was like, bro, how did you, or what made you? Why are you talking like this, or what made you pick up this activity as far as like boxing and stuff? Like, man, I got tired of being bored. I don't want to chase women, or I don't want to chase girls. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, you said that?
Yeah. Yeah, man. He's 14 years old, man. His mom is a branch manager of a bank, and that's how I met him.
Damn.
And so I was like, okay, keep it up, man. Trying to give him little gems where I can.
Man, listen, man, you'd be surprised that these young dudes, man, like with the right guidance. And I tell people that just because you're younger, that don't mean, look at them Asian kids, some of them Asian kids, they be in there like, they be on point, man. I seen some of them doing fashion design at 5 and 6 years old. Man, I saw this video, they in there working like shit. I'm like, God damn, yo. I said, so it's really no excuse, man. They can get it around 5. That's my thought. They can kind of start to kind of put shit together around 5 years old. How do I know? My mother's a teacher to pre-K. That's her age range, from really 3 to 5. But she was telling me, and I seen it. They be in there reading on a first grade level. Like, I'm like, damn, first and second grade level at that young age. So I'm like, it's all bullshit, yo. We the only group that raise our kids to be like some damn, we still young. When you really think about it, KJ, now that you're getting older, when you hear people say, oh, I'm young at, now for men it's different, but for women, when they be like, I'm young at 25, I'm like, no, you're not. You're really technically not. You're not that fucking young. Like, yeah, the number may sound young, but for her, girl, you only got 10 years left for healthy eggs. What are you talking about? Like, what the hell? Like, so I'm saying for men, we have to go through our 20s. We got to go through shit. So we get to our late 30s, mid to late 30s, early 40s to 40s to 50. That's when life started to really get good, man. I'm telling you, it's like, damn, because you know shit. You've been there. But it's different, man, for us, man. And that's why women, technically, they do sort of mature faster than men. There is some truth to that. They're supposed to get their life together earlier than we are.
Yeah, it's funny, man. I've been listening that you said that. I've been listening to BGS this week. Specifically the videos talking about the education of black men or whatever.
Yeah.
White boys. And just staying instruction at home, with the kids, the mom reading to the kids for 30 minutes and stuff like that, taking the time. And I'm just thinking back to my younger years, man, nobody took that time with me. Like I didn't have that. I didn't get that. Like I probably, I was a gym rat, but I didn't get really set down until like the ninth, 10th grade. And they're talking about with like tutors, and that really helped me a lot academically. You know, getting ready for the ACT and stuff like that. And just like I had tutoring every weekend for 4 hours. Where I pick my homework and just get things, and that helped me really get caught up, man. And it wasn't for my mom having that foresight, bro. I don't know where I'd be right now. But I
Dang.
didn't. I could have been, but with my me being able to catch up, and be intelligent. Like if I would have did that at a younger age, bro, I could have probably or just had somebody just sit myself down and just work with me. I would have been so much further along. Like I probably would have ended up being a whole different stratosphere right now. You know,
Yep.
just with how late it took me to catch up, and it
And
wasn't
that's
like
true.
And I think that's with just the black, you know, kids coming up for majority of them. You can't speak. I ain't saying all of them. I'm talking about just for the majority. I think they ain't got nobody with them, bro, to sit there and go and just pay attention to them or teach them this. Even like 30 minutes. That's what it's 30 minutes a day. Like I didn't even get that. It's you got because when I get home, when I got home, it's okay. My mom might be at work. You know, so drop the backpack off and go to my house and play basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I didn't, and a lot of kids don't get that. A lot of kids ain't getting that extra attention they need to be successful. And I used to be so jealous of, not jealous, but just watch. And I didn't know this at the time. Just watching my white friends, bro, because their parents was active. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they was,
You see why they have the head start on us too, in a lot,
yeah.
as a whole.
Like we playing catch up. Not only
Yeah.
we can't put catch up financially, we playing catch up with just our mentality. If we don't have the parents to sit there and give a fuck,
Yeah,
even if
because
they
it
not
takes time.
academically inclined.
It takes time, man. People want everything instant, and part of our problem is that we want everybody want to be wealthy and rich today. And real wealth is only measured through time. It ain't even measured through you today. It's not. That's why I hear these bras be saying, "Yeah, I want wealth." I'm like, do you even know what wealth is? Like, they don't understand what the meaning of wealth is. Wealth is measured through time. It's not measured in your lifetime. It really isn't. You can set on the stage of building that, but that comes through family. That comes through your network through family, other resources through the family, connections that you put together, whether it's through marriages, all of that. That's what wealth is. That's the beginning. But wealth ain't just money. That's crazy. They think it's just money.
Yeah, but that goes into the fun of the entertainment and athletics, in the drug dealing and all this stuff because we're trying
Right.
to get it like right away. We're trying to get out of these situations, and it's like all my age group, they having kids or they kids now or between the ages two and I would say 12, 15 for some of them. And I see them posting on Facebook their kids. I'm like, damn, how they doing academically? Like, what are they doing outside of sports?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I be thinking lately.
Oh, they don't care about it no more. It's funny you said it. I was talking about that when I was watching the basketball games. I'm like, now that they paying these kids, I'm gonna be honest with you. Low key, they damn sure don't care about their academics no more. So you don't even hear. 'Cause remember, I used to grow up listening to NCAA. They talk about how good the students were, and even certain situations, the students couldn't play if they're great. Even a star player, if his grades wasn't on point, man, you don't even hear no shit like that no more. They don't care.
Yeah, no, I was, bro, I tell you, that was me, man. I was 100% athlete in college. And I actually give myself credit for that because, yeah, I flunked out of school a semester or two, right? But getting out of the gym and going through the situation actually prepared me for the situations that I had because I was able to recover from that and make the adjustments. Like, dude, like you're not going to the NBA. Like, not that I was just, just hooping just because what I did, right?
Right.
Like, you're not going to the NBA. You're not going over. You don't want to go overseas. You're damn near tired of playing basketball. Like, bro, you need to get out and go meet some people. Or if not, you would have just wasted all this time for nothing. And when I made the decision, it's when I actually life started to change. I started to volunteer more, and that led me to New Jersey, volunteering and get some of the job and experience I had on because I took the initiative. Like, dude, like it's not working out, bro. You gotta make a change.
Dang.
So,
Nah, but I'm proud of you, man. You really are one of the better people I've met in my life, man. And just you're a good dude, yo. And that says a lot. And I'm glad that I got to know you, and I seen your growth, And so you just keep going, man. You just keep pushing yourself. And here's the thing, KJ, man, and everybody that's listening. It's not always about just getting rich. Yeah, get your money and get all that. I'm definitely tell people to do that because I know what it costs to get things done. But I'm also saying enjoy the process, man. Enjoy the process of going through things, learning, um, and just kind of embracing all of that shit, man. It's kind of cool because you're doing something, so you're gonna experience this highs and lows. I mean, it's just the way it goes. It's like so enjoy all of that, man, but just don't stop. Those that's listening too, just don't stop, man. Keep going through it. I enjoy doing it because now shit is really opening up for me, man. Because I'm keeping motion going. I'm getting all kinds of calls now. I'm like, it's like because people watching, but they ain't saying nothing. A lot of people trying not to, they watching, but you be surprised who's watching you, like you said, like that people said. You'll be surprised. So the right eyes, the right people, and you keep staying disciplined and on your stuff, man, things will just open up for you. Bam, just like that. You'd be like, damn, that happened. And some people gonna think it happened overnight when it didn't.
right. All right,
Yeah.
man. I'm hop
All right.
off.
All right, bro.
Good chat, man. We'll chop it up again.
All right, fam.
All right, bro. Peace.
All right. Yeah, man, that was a good chop up. Yeah, JF said KJ was cooking. Shout out to K Rich for the support. He said, showing support, F the world, and just go forward, black man. Yeah, I agree, bro. That was a good chop up, man. I enjoy talking to him. And he brings that the actualization to the conversation that he's out here doing it, and he enjoying the process. You hear the dogs in the background, he doing his thing. And but yeah, man, that's what it's about, y'all. Anybody else want to call in? I was gonna stay a few more minutes. Let me see. Anybody want to come in and share something? Let's see. I put the link back down. I put the link up. If anybody else want to come in and chime in. Yes, sir. Been a good week, man. Very good week. Hope you brothers had a good week and getting ready for y'all week. Had a good past week. Now we head into the next week. Make sure y'all support the channel if you're able to. There's more ways you can join the channel for a low monthly cost. Cash App, or you can send it through PayPal to support the channel. We do this once a week. Pay your tithes and offers. Your tithes, that's what David. Pay your tithes and offers. Did some real game over here. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be like my man. What was the pastor y'all that did that lock the doors? He told him to lock the door so he can get his he had to raise $4,000. I don't know. I forgot the dude's name. Marvin Sapp. I'm gonna lock the doors on y'all. Nah, I'm just fucking with y'all. But anyway. Yeah, this has been a good conversation, man. Good conversation with the brothers. With the bros. Anybody else want to come in? Y'all got anything to say? If not, we're gonna sign out. We'll get the rest of my day started. I got that basketball game tonight. Yes, sir. Anyway, you brothers got quiet in the chat. And let me say everybody. Yeah, why is it a tray? Is it wives or daughters of the trade? The hell is this? No. Yeah, Daughters of the Trade. Yeah, but I've heard about that book. I need to get that book actually. Nah, you're right. But here's the thing, and I'm not even saying it to be mean, guys. I'm saying it goes back to what the pimps always say. If you don't have her mind, you really don't have shit, man. She'll give her body up all day. If you don't have a woman's mind, you ain't got nothing. So once you really realize that as a man, your vibration, your consciousness is going to really change, and even how you deal with any female going forward. She'll give her body up, but that don't mean anything. It's not a virgin body. It's nothing. It's like, so you got to look at yourself. Start looking at yourselves different. You mean the book is hard to find? It's not on Amazon, is it? My back kind of hurts. Shit. Anyway. Oh, they buying a copyright, yeah. But see how I say they protect their own, they protect themselves? I told y'all that. They buy it, but we can't support each other that are building. That's the thing I be saying about us as black people. That's why I only had 2 supporters today on my channel in an hour and a half. 2. I don't even worry about it no more. And like 15 people in here. Anyway, that's some good game. We had a good time. I enjoyed y'all. But I opened up the call link. Some guy don't want to talk, so I will get going. I got a lot of little bullshit I gotta do today. So, but I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.